Hi, welcome to the key to lasting personal transformation for your clients as well as for yourself. So, I'm Nedra Wendell, and my journey started over a decade ago now. And what triggered my healing journey was my then 18-year-old daughter. I found out she had an eating disorder. As a mother, I was crushed. I had a lot of guilt. I blamed myself. What had I taught her about her body and about food and her value? So, as a mother, and if you're a mother, you can maybe relate that we're more willing to do things for others than we are for ourselves. So, I really needed to find the solution and really dig into a holistic option. So, that's what launched me on this healing journey now of 10 years. And quickly I realized that this journey was more about me and my life path than about my daughter and her own personal journey. So I dug into things. I started with yoga teacher training, meditation, facilitation, crystal healing, and then I discovered modality called theta healing. And theta healing is something that I really dug into. I actually studied at the highest level and became an instructor and taught classes for many, many years. And I would consider myself an expert in that modality. And also, I became an expert really in the subconscious mind. Some other things that I took some training in and experienced was Eden energy medicine was something I studied, Reiki, and then I went on to rapid transformational therapy. And that is a special, unique form of hypnotherapy. So I've got quite a variety of an experience and really became an expert in some areas of the subconscious mind. And for years, I thought that that was the solution, was in the subconscious mind. But what I realized and what I saw with clients was really inconsistent results. So I would see some clients and students have profound changes and dramatically change their lives. And then with some, I would see them fall back into their same patterns. And as a practitioner and as a teacher, that was very frustrating because I feel that we all deserve and we all have the ability to heal and really tap into our own intuition and inner guidance and follow our own path. But I've run across many people that are stuck. And so I continued searching and continued exploring. And I came across something and really discovered what the number one underlying block is to anyone's healing, really. And I've seen it in my practice now that I've brought this added piece in. I'm seeing profound changes. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. Um, but what I want to tell you about is this process that I came across that's called silent counseling, and it originated in Scotland. So it was created by qualified energy psychologists who were trained in thought field therapy and other healing therapies as well. What they did was they paired muscle testing and bioenergy feedback and found a way to release trauma and other significant emotions from the nervous system without the need to talk about the problem. So without the need for the client to understand it, to even know where it's coming from, to relive it. It's really such a peaceful and effective modality. And it's by far the gentlest process I've experienced to really be able to release some significant trauma and emotions that are held in the nervous system. So I want to talk just a minute about the nervous system. So most people understand the fight or flight response. And if you've really done any studying about the nervous system, you realize that most of us are walking around in fight or flight. Our lives have become like super stressful, and it could be from events in the past, but we're really lacking that homeostasis in the body and the calm that our nervous system really is supposed to be in. So the meridian system, I want to talk about that just a minute, because the meridians and the nervous system are really the same thing. So the meridians come from that's ancient Chinese medicine. And if you're familiar with the chakras, those are vortexes of energy along the spine. Most people are somewhat familiar with these seven main chakras, or the seven major chakras in the body. So along the spine, and they sort of have a spinning flow to that energy. The meridians you can think of as highways of energy. So they're lines of energy that flow through the body. And I first was really introduced to meridians when I studied Eden energy medicine. So I really got a deeper understanding of how the flow or lack of flow in the meridians can really affect us physically, emotionally, mentally, on all levels. So think about these highways of energy that are running through your body, and actually just for a moment think of them like straws. Okay? And if we have a milkshake and we use that straw and there's a piece of fruit in there and we try to suck it into the straw and it gets lodged, we're not getting any more milkshake. That's what the meridians are like in the body. So if we have a significant event or trauma that we experience and it doesn't get processed properly, it creates a block just like that in the meridian. And then what happens is it causes psychological reversal. And psychological reversal is literally reversed polarity or flow of energy. And this causes self-sabotage. So there's a whole list of things that we can consider to be self-sabotage: irritability, bad mood, emotional detachment, negative self-talk, mental and creative blocks, procrastination, reversal of actions and thoughts. And so that means our actions and our thoughts are not in alignment with our goals. Think about going on a diet or New Year's resolution, deciding we're going to go work out. We've got that intention. This is what we want to do. And the self-sabotage is you stay in bed instead. You come up with another excuse. So we've all experienced that in one way or another. We know we want to do something, and then we find ourselves doing something else. That's a reversal of action or thought. You could notice a decline in performance or in competence. And one of the areas that shows up probably most consistently, I would say, with my clients is anxiety. If someone has chronic anxiety, they are likely in a state of psychological reversal. So that means your polarity and your energy flow is not flowing the way it's supposed to. Again, you can also think of it as your nervous system. So your nervous system being stuck in fight or flight or frozen. Attention deficit, dyslexia, obsessive compulsive disorders, and hyperactivity, those are also signs of psychological reversal. So generally, I put the umbrella self-sabotage. So again, if our energy isn't flowing in the proper direction, it's creating self-sabotage. So we're actually working against our goals and our dreams. Here's something I want you to know. This is very important. It can be quickly and easily corrected. Silent counseling has some techniques, simple, effective methods to bring your energy back into polarity. Or think of it like calming the nervous system. So if you relate more to the nervous system, you can just think about it like that. It's calming the emotions. It's actually resetting your entire system. And psychological reversal, this is also important for you to know, can block any type of treatment or therapy. It's like nothing works. It's like a block. So if someone's in psychological reversal, no matter what type of therapy they go try to do, they're not going to be receiving it because they're in a state of psychological reversal. So there, again, you want to bring it back into flow so that you can open this window for the therapy or the treatment to work. And this is even true for medicine. So traditional medicine isn't going to work as effectively as it's supposed to if someone's in psychological reversal. So silent counseling also has a simple and effective method of releasing trauma or significant emotions that have been held in the body. So I just want you to think about this for a minute. If you've had something traumatic happen in your life at any point in your life, actually, when we're born, birth can be very traumatic, and that can be held in the nervous system, even though you're not consciously aware of it. But if it's something that you're aware of, we have a tendency to hold our breath or breathe really shallow. And this affects our nervous system. So when we withhold the breath or limit the breath, that's when we're holding that emotion inside the body. So the breath is very much linked to the nervous system, and it's linked to the emotions that we are storing. Actually, one of the things I've really noticed with my students and my clients, if they have the difficulty with a nice, easy, slow, deep breath, that's a sign that you're storing a lot of stuff in the nervous system. And so silent counseling has a quick and easy, effective, simple method to be able to release that. So what I've noticed so I've got 10 years of experience working with clients and students. As I said before, I've had students and clients who didn't get great results. So for me, the interesting thing is I've worked with many, many people using the theta healing modality and also teaching as an instructor. I did that for maybe seven years. And then I moved on to rapid transformational therapy, and I used that for several years. Some of my students I've worked with theta healing, with rapid transformational therapy, and now I start working with them with their nervous system, and I have seen massive breakthroughs with massive patterns that they haven't been able to break through before. So I've seen firsthand the difference in working with their mind. Theta healing is a little bit more of a spiritual modality. So working with the energy of creation, using hypnotherapy and working with the mind, and now working with the nervous system. And I am having consistent breakthrough results with all of my clients. So I've gone on to become an instructor because I feel so strongly about this being effective. So I want you to think about your client base. Do you have clients that just seem stuck, that they can't break through? Or do you yourself have areas where you're stuck, where you haven't been able to break through? I believe the answer is in the nervous system. So whether you are already an existing healer, coach, wellness practitioner, you're working with clients, and you want to create that window for them so that you can have massive results, that healing window so you can do your amazing work and get consistent, amazing breakthrough results with your clients. Or if you're someone, maybe you're new to this field and you want to start a business, silent counseling is a wonderful standalone modality that will get amazing results. So you can add it to your existing services. You can use it as a standalone, or it's perfect for your own personal journey to help you break through patterns and areas where you're stuck. What I really love about it, I can use it on a daily basis in a short period of time, and I can actually be releasing things, and I don't need to know where it came from. I don't need to understand it. I can simply release it from my nervous system. And when I do that, I'm opening up energy so I can use that energy to focus on what I want. So if you are drawn to this, if you're curious about this, please go to my website. It's my first and last name, nedrawendell.com. Scroll down to the bottom on the left side. You can learn more about silent counseling, and you can see the upcoming trainings that are going to be available. So I hope that you found this useful. And remember, life is too short to settle. So go after your dreams and make them happen. Until next time.